Welcome to Joe's Astrology, and this is the Synastry, the astrological synastry between Luke Newton on the left and his new girlfriend Antonia on the right. So, because there's so much interest in this, I thought that I would look at the synastry. Since I've already looked at the synastry between Luke and Nicola, I want to look at the synastry between him and his new girlfriend Antonia, and it is pretty good. So let's take a look here. She has a sun here in Aquarius, and he has a sun in Aquarius. So right away we see their sun is in the same sign, and his moon is in Cancer. Could be in Leo. We're not sure because we don't have the time. But just by going off of these charts, let's just say his moon is in Cancer, and her moon is in Capricorn. So we have moons that are opposite and suns that are in the same sign. So this is very good for a compatible relationship. If you've ever had been in a relationship with someone with the opposite moon or the opposite sun, it works really well. So let's see what else do we have here. Well, she has her Mars in Scorpio, and he has his Mars in Cancer. So both of their Mars are in water signs. So there's some compatibility there. And His Mars is at 9 degrees, and her North Node is at 15 degrees Cancer, and his is 9 degrees Cancer. So we have a planet on the North Node. The North Node is, in astrology, is somewhere where the person is headed, something um, that really pulls. It really. So we could say in her chart, she has this North Node in Cancer. I have North Node in Cancer, so she's really pulled toward this Cancer archetype. Now, we don't have the birth time for her either, so we can just go by the sign. She's really pulled by the moon, by a moon person, by the Cancer archetype. She also has moon down here on the south node, so where she's coming from, the south node, is in Capricorn, the opposite of Cancer, and the moon there as well. So she's very much going to be someone who's attracted to an emotional person, a family person, a sensitive person. And here we have with Luke with that Mars there on the North Node. Uh, he would be a person. He would be a person that would help her move towards her North Node. So she is going to whatever uh, emotional, familial issues and things like that she's got going on in her life. This would be a very healing relationship for her, something that she's going to be very drawn to. And of course, he has a Cancer moon as well. Now, if we look at his nodes, he has the North Node in Sagittarius, the South Node in Gemini. So that would be at 20 degrees. She's got Jupiter at 1 degree Gemini. Even though it's retrograde, we could say it's moving towards that South Node of his here is moving towards that Jupiter Saturn. So this is something that this is a relationship that in the future, if it would continue, it should be prosperous. With that South Node moving towards his South Node moving towards Jupiter, so he's gonna like that from that standpoint, that this is a prosperous relationship with that Saturn moving towards that Saturn Jupiter, and even with that Saturn in Taurus. Taurus is money. So a very prosperous working relationship. And we can look at his North Node. His North Node, I said, was at 20 degrees, 20 degrees Sagittarius, and she has. So let's back it up a little bit. He's got the Mars, the lower octave of Pluto, on the North Node of her chart, and he's got Pluto on his North Node. There's the Pluto. There's the 20 degrees North Node. And Pluto's the higher octave of Mars. So this is going to be an intense, passionate, very strong, deep, perhaps psychological, learning relationship here with the Sagittarius. So for him, it could be very sexual as well. Think of all the things that Pluto represents. For him, he is going to be learning a lot about the deeper side of life through uh, through Antonia, and he wants to. And as I said, the North Node is where you're headed. He is going to be drawn towards learning with that North Node in Sagittarius. He's going to be drawn towards learning about transforming as well. Pluto is transforming, how to transform one's life. We can see that he also has in his chart, he has Pluto here at 25 degrees Scorpio. And as I mentioned about the Pluto and the Mars, here we have his Pluto is conjunct her Mars in Scorpio. And this is a very intense conjunction to have in the synastry. And I don't want to disappoint all you fans out there of Nicola and Luke, but this is going to be a relationship that's hard for if Nicola wanted to. It's going to be hard to get these two apart from each other. I'm not sure that she's going to be the one to do it. She has this Venus here in Pisces. Uh, and with that Venus in Pisces, and even that Sun Moon conjunction, balsamic conjunction, the Sun conjunct to Neptune. This is a very like dreamy, very caring, loving person. Uh, she actually has really good astrology, um, particularly for a female. It's coming from a male's perspective, and I'm looking at this chart. Uh, this is the kind of woman that men, but that a majority, it would be like the archetypal woman that men are drawn to. Um, and this is someone that he can take care of. Or if you think of Nicola, she can take care of herself. And a lot of times men want to take care. They want to take care of their wife, of their girlfriend. And we see here he's got this Mars moon in Cancer opposite Neptune and Uranus. So he's definitely with that angle of Capricorn Cancer. He is going to be a caretaker. He may not seem like a caretaker on the outside. We're talking about the moon here. We're talking about the moon, and we're talking about Mars in a water sign, uh, and we're talking about Neptune. So these are more internal, hidden sides of a person. And like I said before in one of these other videos, I know someone who has the same exact chart as Luke, except for the moon is in Sagittarius. And uh, this is a guy who also is a caretaker. He wants to take care of people. So she also has her Mercury in Aquarius, and his Mercury is in Aquarius. So we have some compatibility there. And her Uranus is at 19 degrees, and that is conjunct his Saturn and Sun. So that is adding some more. Uranus is electricity. That is adding some more electricity to these two when they come together. So I think I'm going to leave it there for now. There's probably much more to be said about this chart or about the synastry and these two. If you want to see more, feel free to leave some comments. Leave something down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you'd be interested in more of a deeper dive between these two. And as always, I do astrology readings. There's so much more that I can do with astrology than this. I could speak for 12 hours on charts, on the future, the past, the present, the possibilities, especially when I have a birth time. So feel free to reach out to me for readings as well, and I hope you have a great day.